the year. So retail investors bought into Beyond Meat?
They did buy into Beyond Meat. It was one of our top traded stocks last month. It's kind of interesting as you look at the IMX overall. And again, the IMX measures people who engage with the market at least once in the month and measures their exposure to the market. It was up almost 7% in the month of May compared to April. And I was here talking to you guys about the April one, and we talked about how people had gone a lot more toward fixed income and not as heavily to equities. Well, in May, they switched that around. Beyond Meat and Uber, two of the bigger names they went to. You know, again, Beyond Meat, you want to warn people, hey, this is really going up fast. You might want to be careful, but it's really been an incredible move.
Gauge for us the level of interest in Beyond Meat from retail investors for a company that's only, I mean, we're saying how big the market cap is for its sales, but
right.
It's only a $10 billion market cap. Was the interest in it bigger than Facebook?
No, it wasn't nearly to those levels. Actually, well, it was interesting. As it traded more, it started to get more interest. Actually, we had more interest in Uber originally than we did in Beyond Meat, because I think more people were familiar and had used the product in Uber than they had in Beyond Meat.
I mean, the other question it raises is it some sort of bubble? When you have so much retail hype around something like a Bitcoin or, I mean, I remember when taxi drivers a few years ago were asking whether they should buy Brazil
right.
as an equity before the bubble popped. Whether that was a warning sign.
No, I think it's a great question, Sarah, and I think one of the things you have to be careful of all the time is, again, you know, when something goes straight up like this has, without any sort of pullback whatsoever, it would make me very cautious. And I do think that, you know, you try and educate everybody, et cetera. And the one thing I am happy to see is we have a broad base of clients going into it, and they're not going in with 50% of their portfolio, et cetera. Most people are going in with a smaller percentage of their portfolio, so you like to see that, so at least it's the part of their portfolio that's more speculative or whatever you'd like to say.
You said your investors were buying Uber during the last month as well. Were they price sensitive? Was there an area?
Yes, absolutely. As it started, there were two stocks that were very price sensitive, Uber and Tesla. And as those stocks started to sell off,
what were the price levels?
On Tesla, I know it was the 190 level for sure. As soon as it touches 190 on the downside, Uber every single week of the month of May, as it went lower prices, we just saw more people coming in to buy it. So they're very familiar with that. They definitely wanted to buy it overall. And the one interesting sell that I just wanted to mention, because we talked about it before, Facebook, for the 7th month in a row, was a sale. You have to remember, this is one of our top 5 holdings 2 years in a row, but as it's coming to, as Facebook as a company is coming to more of the government's crosshairs, if you will, our clients, I think, are just a little bit more cautious with holding on to that stock longer term.
And Netflix, another FANG, it looks like they sold.
Well, they sold Netflix, bought Disney. I think that could be a play on Disney+.